Okay, so this was just demoed in class. We'll do it again for recording purposes. The point is how to bring a color palette in, all right? And I mentioned to you guys that there's a couple options, right guys? Couple options. So I'm gonna go over here to my Pinterest account and I'm gonna go to grade 12. I'm gonna pick one of these images to get a color palette from. Boys, can you just, this is for you, right? Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna come in here. You guys picked this one earlier. I'm not gonna go there because it's some Russian site, so I don't trust the site, so I'm gonna come over here this time. I'm gonna right click, open image in new tab, okay? There's like these are, okay, Behance, I trust the site, so open image in new tab right here. And I'm just gonna hit Command plus here a few times. So there's a decent, it's okay. It's not exactly what I want for my purposes, but it's definitely a lot of nice selections to work from, okay? Let's see this one here. It's Behance again, that's good. Okay, so I'll just go open image in new tab. You guys basically do the same thing. Find something that you think, hey, Game Studio, I love it. Open image in new tab. So we're gonna borrow this person's work, and we're not copying the work, we're just gonna borrow their color palette, okay? So I'll just go save image as, and I'll go right now on my desktop, grade 12, color pal. Color rough, okay? There it is. I hope I didn't name the same thing twice. All right, let's go to Blender. So we can do this in Photoshop or Krita, and we can pick the colors individually using the eyedropper. However, we can do this directly in Blender as well, okay? So let's do this. I'm gonna add another screen here by right-clicking here and splitting it. Right-click, split, see area options, horizontal split, and I'm just gonna go up like that and bring this down. Okay, down here, I don't need another outliner, so basically I'll just go in and say image editor. So there's a bunch of options here, view, image, new, open. Okay, I'll just go to open, maybe that might work. I'll go to desktop, and I believe it's this image that I brought it. Okay, so there it is. You can zoom in and zoom out with the middle scroll button. You're lovely, okay? So just kind of also pan by holding the middle scroll button down. Okay, so right here I've got some colors. This is different. My building is not made out of wood, but we're gonna pretend it is and so forth, okay? So what I showed in class was we're working on this piece here. Let's call this a post. So I'll go to the beach ball like before. I'll bring this one up. I don't need anything here. Zoom out a bit, bring that down. We're gonna go to the beach ball first to open a new color, right? So I'll call this concrete post, whatever, concrete P-O-S-T. All right, so we're gonna go into the basic colors, nice and simple. We're not doing any real textures. And click in here, go to the eyedropper, and I'm gonna take something around here. There's like some kind of a gray color there, okay? So you have the choice now to go brighter or darker as necessary. Okay, so there you go. I start with that. That looks pretty good. Go, yep, no worries. Thank you. All right, so now I'm gonna pick another piece. I'll go new again, and I'll go concrete post top, C-O-N-C, post, this time T-O-P. All right, go in here. Now, instead of coming over here, I can pick something else like that, that's fine. Or I can come in here and say, you know what, why don't I just take a value of it up or down, meaning lighter or darker. So I can come in here. This is my base. I wanna go maybe a little brighter for the top, like that. Okay, maybe that did not work. Why is that? Hang on, let's do that again. Click here, boom, and then this is the color. That doesn't look right at all. That's, oh, I'm using subsurface, my apologies. It should be base color. That's why it's looking weirdo. Okay, let's try that again, boom, and I'm gonna go a little lighter. Sorry, forget subsurface altogether, okay? That's something else. Use that for skin. So we got it. We're gonna go a little brighter, okay? There's my second one. So I'll go to the third one, and I'll call this one concrete post, what is it, concrete post, and then I'll go BTM for bottom. Okay, do the same thing in here. Again, you're welcome to come here and pick a color, but I already have a baseline, so as you know, when you're lower to the ground, things get darker. I don't know what's going on today. I was gonna do that. Okay, so whatever, oh, because it's here, see? So yeah, I just want kind of a range of things. I don't want everything to look the same, okay? So if you look over here, that looks kind of interesting. You want it more decorative, you can do this style, okay? So that's pretty much it. Okay, if I wanted to work with my shingles, again, I could have brought someone's palette here. Let's do something for my door here, okay? So let's just go door, and I'll go in here, pick, and I'll pick this color here. There you go, there's that. And again, I'll go over here for the detail that's sticking out. We'll go for a darker color, all right? So we'll just go here, boom. Things will be harmonious because you're using somebody's palette, okay? If I want to make this a little darker, I just come down here and just bring the value of the brightness down, okay? So there's your contrast. I think that works. Hopefully this is under 5 minutes. Oh yeah, 5 minutes it is. Okay, Balian out. Thank you, everybody. This is a nice way to bring a color harmonious palette from somewhere else, okay, from reference. Stop recording. Thanks.